Welcome to the L Spot Show. I'm Angela Yvonne, and this is my co-host,
Camille J.
Today, we have a great show for you. We are going to be talking about what goes into making a hit film behind the scenes with Kevin Lawrence, the director of the short film, The Answer. And I will be giving you a little bit of entertainment fix. And what else are we going to be doing today, Camille?
We're going to be talking about all that has to go in, even making our hit show, The L Spot Show.
So don't you move your seats. We will be right back. This is the L Spot Show.
Reclaiming my time, taking what's mine. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action.
Welcome back to the L Spot Show. This is Kevin Lawrence, the extraordinaire, the GOAT of Brick. He's here, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what goes into making an awesome movie, short film, especially one I just saw, The Answer. Kevin?
Before we get to that, I want to say thank you because I usually am behind the cameras, being a technical director. Now I'm in front of the camera with y'all today.
Yeah, we have a very special relationship with Kevin.
Absolutely.
Being our technical director for The L Spot Show, one of the many positions that are here. So I think we should just shout out our crew because there's a lot of people that go on behind the scenes. We got
Sunny Days
on the camera, LA, working our teleprompter.
Empress Lanice.
Lynn Love helping us out behind the scenes. So there's just, and so many other people that come in and out. Cliff, big shout out. There's so many positions.
William.
Yes. So many positions, so many roles that I'm glad that we all get together and help each other out to put these projects, because it's not all about the glitz and glam, the getting on set, getting on camera. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of work when you're behind the scenes, a lot of technical issues that we have to deal with, sometimes you by yourself in the control room. You got to make things happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So what made you want to be behind the scenes and, start the creative process of your movie?
Well, this film came about let's say, between 5 to 7 years ago. I actually wanted to tell my story, and that's what The Answer is basically about, is telling my story.
Really?
I couldn't be in front of the camera playing the lead role. I had to be behind the camera to direct that person who's actually playing me.
So you are Chance, or are you?
I'm Josh.
Josh, wow. So you guys really have to watch this film.
Yes.
But some of the topics that you guys discuss, or some of the topics that it touches, is homosexual relationships and love, and also HIV and AIDS. And I know that has been, for years, it's been a very prevalent topic and things that you guys have to deal with. So what made you have the courage enough to put that on the spotlight?
I mean, it's been in the works. It's just I had to get the courage to actually put it out there. Dealing with other producers that I work with here at Brick, kept saying, just put your project out, tell your story. And I mean, I wrote it myself, I directed myself, I edited myself. I did basically everything when it came to this film. I didn't ask for no help.
Wow.
Because I wanted to see what I can do by myself.
Yeah.
And it took some time, and it was a goal that I set, and I actually accomplished that goal.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations. So with you wanting to tell your story and trying to merge, just knowing about the things that it goes on behind the scenes, how hard is it for you to let go of the rein a little bit with having other personalities and people who might, want to give their input to the vision that you have? How do you separate that from constructive criticism versus this is my spot and you just gonna do what I say?
I mean, I took people's constructive criticism, I took their advice, and I mean, it's my vision, but I just was able to use what they say and tweak it to make it happen, because I did it by myself. No one helped me. It took some time to pick the right people to be where they're at.
And I think that's something that we can relate to too. Something putting on our show.
Yeah.
Each week we have to work together to come up with different topics. Who do we want? What do we want to talk about? And we have to work together doing it. So we don't just come up here and then boom, the magic happens.
Yeah.
We have to plan. We have to do research. We have
Yeah.
to understand what looks good on camera, what's a prevalent topic to talk about, what is easy or what is a good topic that will come off on screen.
Right.
I know you also have a podcast. That's also
Yeah.
something different. We're not seeing you guys, so you have to make sure the things that you talk about, just talking, it could still, the message could still translate through to the audience. So I think it's really important that we do have the help and we do take the constructive criticism. Don't want to let it alter your vision, but at least have, sometimes it's hard for us to put everything on our plates and just handle everything on our own. So I'm glad that I have you guys and everyone on set that comes and helps us out, because some of this stuff, all this behind the scenes stuff, lighting it, to make us look this good on camera, okay? It takes some time. It's not that much work because, we cute. But, we have to make sure the lighting is right. We have to make sure our positioning is right, working with all these cameras. Teleprompter, LAB, on it back there. So it's just a lot of things. And I'm sure creating a film, we're here creating a 30-minute show.
Yeah.
A film
I know that just makes
is
you just,
another beast.
I mean, not only doing film, I do TV. I have my own TV show, and that takes time. Then trying to produce the content and then be the host.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So I know what y'all go through. I do it myself.
But for me, it's inspiring because, everyone, like for me, I like being a host. I like talking to the different people. I like doing the research because I'm nosy and I just like to know stuff. But when I started with the L Spot show, it was inspiring to me because you think you know, but you have no idea. But being underneath the helm of Camille and Empress, you're learning script writing, you're learning, the different elements it takes to, teleprompter. And I might not be back there with the teleprompter, but I'm living vicariously through her where I can run a teleprompter if you just point me to the right direction.
Right.
And you get so much when you're working behind the scenes. And then when you come to the forefront, you're more respectable of the actual, position because you just being talent, you're just like, oh, where's my lipstick?
Right.
But when you really do the production meetings, I mentioned this to Empress before, I was like, I was really, really impressed because the production meetings, she's saying, this is what needs to be done, these are the deadlines, and it holds you accountable.
Yes.
And that also flows into your regular life.
Yeah.
It flows into your regular life.
Something that I like to take is like being on camera and then being off camera. Being off camera and being behind the scenes helps you realize what is better here.
Yeah.
Right.
Being a talent, you may think, okay, today I want to talk about love and we could just do whatever. But working behind the scenes, being a producer, you see what regulates and what comes off better, so you could understand. And I want to ask you, you played many positions. TD for our show, host and TD for your, and producer for
And
your
podcasting.
your show, podcasting, directing, editing, even film. How does playing all those positions is an asset for you? How is that an asset for you?
It's to build me as a person, to learning those positions. It's amazing to learn those things. And it's good for me to show somebody else the next thing, the same thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very helpful because I remember when I started here, I'd be like, you look like a friendly face. Can you? And just like that.
And that's how I was first season with L
Yeah.
Spot. I sat right in the lobby. I'm like, oh, you need help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came right on and jumped
Do
aboard.
you have a favorite? Do you like being on the camera more or behind the scenes?
I mean, it's a 50-50 thing.
Okay.
But if I don't have to be in front, I don't have to be in the front.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could take it or leave it.
Yeah, prefer directing most of the time.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to get more into the actual film because we watched it and we got some things we need to talk about, okay? So
And now that I know,
now that we know that it is a reflection of your actual story, that just opens the door for so many more things, and I think
very
it's
powerful.
definitely something that our audience would want to know. So
Yes.
we're going to sit tight. We're going to hear a word from our sponsor, and then Angela's going to give us the entertainment fix. So everybody make sure you stay tuned. This is the L Spot Show.
Welcome to Entertainment Fix. I'm Angela Yvonne, and this is your dose of pop culture in just 2 minutes. Grey's Anatomy is gearing up to start its 15th season, making it the longest-running show on TV. The medical drama introduced us to the magic of Shonda Rhimes and has had us glued to ABC every Thursday night at 8 p.m. With some of our favorites returning like Ellen Pompeo, Justin Chambers, and Bae Jesse Williams, while losing Jessica Capeshaw and Sarah Drew, we are sure to be taking on roller coaster once again in the fall. History is being made in the Star Wars franchise. Victoria Mahoney has become the first African-American woman to become director for the epic movie Star Wars. Mahoney is no stranger to film and TV. She has directed Grey's Anatomy, Power, Gypsy, and my favorite, Queen Sugar. Star Wars Episode 9 will be in theaters near you in 2019. Michael B. Jordan is on the cover of May's Men Health issue, and I couldn't be more happier. The Black Panther star talks about his intense health and exercise regimen that keeps us all drooling in Creed and Black Panther. He also says that he does not want to meet his namesake, pro baller icon Michael Jordan, until he has reached the level of respect of the icon, knowing who he is and not just someone who has the same name. With all his success thus far, I'm sure he'll be meeting him soon enough. Well, you have officially been fixed. I'm Angela Yvonne, and make sure you join the convo by following us at the hashtag #TheLSpotShow. Follow me at Absolutely Angela Yvonne and Entertainment_Fix, and we will see you soon. Well, we are back, and I have been salivating now that I know that the answer is a biographical incident. Kevin?
First,
Kevin.
give us a summary of, give our
Yeah.
audience a summary of the movie itself, and
Yeah.
then we'll get into how it relates to you. But a summary of the movie.
So it's about a young man who works his way from the bottom of an entertainment company, record label, had an affair with his CEO, get HIV, passes it along. I don't want to give too much to it. I want you to go
Yeah.
and see it. Please go to YouTube, Rebel Intellect Media, and you will see the full film, The Answer.
Yeah.
I can give you as much as I can.
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Right.
So, okay. So let's talk about how it is your story. So you said that you play a character named Jeff, and he is the one that...
Josh.
Sorry. He is the one that started at the bottom and worked his way up.
Mm-hmm.
Working in and he had an affair. So are we saying that you had an affair?
Yes, I did.
Let's talk about that first, okay?
That was over 12 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're like speechless almost.
We're like,
I mean, he came on to me. I didn't come on to him. So
And this was a workplace.
in the workplace.
in the workplace.
Wow. And did you
Because
see-
nobody's gonna tell the real story.
Right.
If you look at what the film is about, like record label,
Yeah.
things like this should happen. Excuse my French. Happens in a record label.
Yeah.
Nobody's not gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta tell the story.
Yeah. And I think now in our society now, the Me Too movement is happening and everyone's coming out and saying all these different cases of harassment or abuse that they felt. And it's been a lot of women, but I know that there are also men that have gone through this as well.
Absolutely.
And I think it's like a stigma in our society that men cannot get abused, or men are always the abuser. They're never the ones that get abused. But I'm sure that's not the case, and it seems like it was not the case in your story. So I think sharing your story can help someone else who could be going through something similar realize, like, even if they don't want to share it, but realize that it's something that happened to them and help them get past it or get over it.
I was really in love with this person, and for me to find out I was HIV positive within 45 days of being with this person, it really, really put me in a place where, like, dark place.
Yeah.
I felt like giving up most of my time of my life. Being at Brick opened doors with me, be able to express how I feel, tell my story, and yeah. Sometimes I have emotional moments, but it's just to tell the story.
Yeah. But HIV is not a death sentence.
No, it's not.
And most people, when we get these different things that happen to us, especially you're going on the 70s mentality of we
What
have
it
this
is,
disease
yeah.
or whatever, but you know that people are living with it every day. Magic Johnson's living with it every day, prospering. And you just have to take different, precautions.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we think that something happens to us and it's the end of the world, or we're the only one that's going through it. And some people, like you, realize it's not. And I can still have a very prosperous life. And I could be bold enough to even create a movie about it and share what has happened to me. So it's good. It's like almost like a gift and a curse in a kind of way. Like it's like you have to go through something like that in order to get pushed to your great point. Like you would have never created this movie and found a place at Brick for you to helping us on our show, learning all these different skills, producing your own content, if things like that wouldn't have happened to you. So you have to look at it that way.
That's true. So when you found out, how did you process it as far as telling, the person who either gave it to you or your parents or just
any
people
other
around
person you were dealing with? Because you said this was an affair.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean,
and you received it from the person you had an affair with, correct?
Yes. So as if you've seen the movie, as Josh was the girl in the relationship, so the guy that he was with did not get it.
Right.
So there was not like reverse,
Okay.
No, that's good. At least it wasn't getting even more.
And it was like certain family members just realizing, like, oh, you're HIV positive. Didn't know that. Like when
they saw the film?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So people didn't find out till they saw the film.
Yes.
Oh no.
And how was that? How was that? Like, do you
I mean, my
feel-
mom knew. That's the first person I told.
Of course.
My grandmother just found out within a year ago. And I've been living with her since I was 17 years old. Didn't know it.
How do you keep that quiet?
Because I kept my life private.
Right.
You know, I come and go.
So how can you get HIV? Is it just something that's permitted sexually, or is it just something that you could get whether I eat off of someone's spoon?
You cannot get it from eating off nobody's spoon.
Okay.
Sexual contact.
So that's how you're able to keep it quiet.
Stuff like, yes.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how did you feel like this is like a weight lifted off your shoulders? Like you put all this effort into all this time. You said 7 years. All this effort. You're the director. You wrote it. You cast it. You're behind the scenes. And now finally you're using this as your way to share your story. How are you feeling now that it's out in the open?
It is a weight release, and I can be able to, like I'm doing now, talk about it. There's people out here right now who are living with it and don't know it.
Right.
And I always tell them, which is May, is HIV/AIDS Awareness Month. Like, go get tested. That's something that's so important. Because if you don't get tested, you don't know what you got.
Right.
You can randomly just get sick out of the blue and not know.
True.
Well, what is next? We've seen it. It says to be continued at the end.
Yes, and I'm mad.
So what's happening
I'm
after
mad.
I do want to do a part 2, but
Yes.
I think I want to break it up into a web series.
Okay.
There's more. You'll see me in the film, in the web series. I'll be playing myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I won't do the Josh thing.
Okay.
Let him do it. You could be the new Kevin, you know, the producer, the boss, doing all of that.
Absolutely.
You could show that side.
Yes.
You know, and so where can people get tested or find out more information on how to deal with those, if that's something that they need to find out?
If you live in New York, there's so many different places that you can go. Google them. But the main place that I would refer you to go to if you are African American male, go to GMAD. It's called the Gay Men of African Descent, right on Atlantic Avenue and 3rd. Get tested. Open 7 days a week. Or AIDS.org. You know.
I really think that you should continue to use your platform
Absolutely.
to not only shed light on that part, but shed light on the after. How you found a home here at Brick, you found jobs and skills and a whole friends and family, a whole bunch of that stuff. I really, really think you need to use that platform and go with it. Everybody, make sure you tune into The Answer. Kevin, tell them again where they can find it.
Yes.
Go to my YouTube channel, Rebel Intellect Media, and you'll see The Answer. Or my Facebook page, Kev Lawrence.
I cannot wait to the second episode.
Yes.
It's so good.
Do we know when it's going to come out?
Next month.
Okay,
Can't
so
give you a date.
we will be here waiting.
Absolutely.
We will be here waiting. And on that note, we'll be right back. Akai Tire Artistry by Cynthia J is a New York City-based makeup artist who highlights each individual's best unique beauty look using their clients as inspiration. Akai Tire by Cynthia J provides services for fashion shows, television, magazines, and other media outlets. Their motto is be inspired, be an inspiration. And we are proud to have them as a sponsor of the L Spot Show.
God is the greatest, and now it's my time to shine and be fearless. Now it's my time to shine and be fearless. Now it's my time to shine and be fearless. Living my life and be fearless. I'm claiming my time and be fearless. Taking what's mine and be fearless. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action. Now watch me work.
So, Kevin, I want to thank you for joining us on the L Spot Show.
Absolutely.
Now, tell us all your roles again. We have a lot of multi-talented people in this room right now. You see 3 of us on set, but we have so many people just here. We have photographers, camera operators, teleprompters, producers, conference organizers, just a whole bunch of stuff. There's so much talent that works here with the L Spot Show. We want to make sure that all of us are here networking and being recognized. So if you ever need Kevin, who does behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, you want to do some stuff at Brick, hit up Kevin, the GOAT of Brick. Angela, tell them what you do. You do a lot of stuff. Go ahead.
I do have a podcast. It's Underqualified and Overopinionated.
Award-winning.
Award-winning.
You better say it for the kids in the back. Award-winning. And, of course, I am a host, and I also can do a little bit of stuff, you know, behind the scenes if you need it.
Yeah. Guys, I'm the host here, also the journalist, producer.
Yeah.
I could edit, I could shoot.
Yes.
I could dance and choreograph if you're into that kind of thing. So, guys, I think I'm just so happy to have
Use your
us.
resources.
Yes. Reach out to the L Spot Show. We are networking and recognizing a whole bunch of talent. We want to make sure you guys get that too. So if you need any of us, make sure you contact us. If you want to showcase any of your stuff, make sure you contact us. This is the L Spot
Show.
Yes. Thank you.
By yourself music.
You gon' love this.
I can't believe where I'm at now. I dreamt about this for a while. I knew I'd be a superstar. Didn't think I was gonna make it far. Been through trials and tribulations. Almost lost faith, thought I wouldn't make it. But my God is the greatest. And now it's my time to shine and be fearless. Now it's my time to shine and be fearless. Now it's my time to shine and be fearless. Living my life and be fearless. I'm claiming my time and be fearless. Taking what's mine and be fearless. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action.
star, I shine way brighter. Everything lit, yo, they calling me a lighter. Came out swinging cause I'm born to be a fighter. Gifted with the words, so I'm known to be a writer. I done came a long way. Trip to the top and I came here to stay. Ain't worried about y'all cause today I'm feeling fearless. If you ain't showing love, I can care less. I can move through a crowd with a smile on. Got a bank full of money I can pile on. So it's lights, cameras, flash cause I'm here. Net worth bringing in the new year. Hands up, everybody celebrate. Only making big moves like a heavyweight. Flawless, how we rockin' the jewels. Front page of the time if you talking the news, you heard?
Now watch me work.
Light, camera, action.
Now watch me work.
Light, camera, action.
Now watch me work.
Light, camera, action.
Now watch me work. To shine and be fearless. Now it's my time to shine and be fearless. Now it's my time to shine and be fearless. And be fearless. And be fearless. And be fearless. Now watch me work. Now watch me work.